now. Holy shit. It's around 11:15 right now, and I think I'll reach the office by 12. I hope to reach by 12, and I have a meeting too at 12. We'll see. So here it's pretty clear, like the road is fine. I don't see much traffic right now. I am expecting some traffic. There's going to be a U-turn coming up ahead, and I think there will be traffic there. So I want to record a video right now. Right, so what did I plan on talking about? Recently, right, yeah, I watched Superman, the 2025 Superman, and people said, when I say people, I mean like my friends and other people I talked to, they were saying they didn't have much hopes for Superman. I mean, I had seen the trailer. The trailer looked pretty good, so I went in with a pretty open mind. And before this, let me say, I think I had watched Man of Steel 2 with Henry Cavill, obviously. And when I saw Man of Steel, that was my favorite interpretation of Superman. I mean, not interpretation, like he played Superman well, like physically, and the way his powers were shown, that was pretty cool. Character wise, I'm not exactly sure, because Snyder kept his character kept his behavior pretty stoic, I would say. I mean, in Man of Steel he was still pretty emotional. Not emotional, he had some range, he had emotional range, but after that, I think in Batman vs Superman it just went down the drain. So I don't know, or was it Batman vs Superman? I think it was Justice League where his character was a bit, yeah, that was wonky. Justice League was the one, Jesus Christ, yeah. Even Batman vs Superman was okay, it was fine. So I mean, his character, Henry Cavill's version of Superman, I mean, it actually, there are people divided between Henry Cavill and David Cornsworth. Wait, actually we're going to talk about Superman 2025, right? Why am I ranting about Cavill Superman? So yeah, I saw Superman 2025 like a few weeks back, and it was amazing. Honestly, like, James Gunn did a very good job, like really handled it really well. And David Cornsworth also, he also played Superman really well. Well, I feel like I'm talking like I'm in the industry. I'm not in the industry. I'm just a dude watching movies. So yeah, David Cornsworth did pretty well. His interpretation was really good, and his and in the movie, like his persona, not persona, like Clark Kent and Superman, they were really different. The glasses disguise actually works. I never thought it did, like in any Superman movie I've seen so far. What have I seen so far? I've seen the Man of Steel, Henry Cavill Superman, and then before that I saw Superman Returns. That was pretty old, but that movie is really good too. I mean, people shit on it, like the story and all, the pacing was a bit off, but holy shit, the action scenes, any action sequence Superman Returns had was amazing. So I had seen that, and I had seen Smallville. Not completely, I saw a couple of seasons of Smallville, and I am yet to watch, I still need to watch Superman and Lois, which I will maybe, I'm not sure when. So yeah, in all of these Superman movies, or whatever media is portrayed, whatever media portrays Superman, I can't speak, holy shit. Superman's the glass disguise is really, I don't know, I don't buy it. I don't know how. I mean, I guess it's not a big deal. People just forget about it. Like, it's not a deal breaker. It's not going to like be like, oh, the glasses only, like nothing like that. So in this movie though, the 2025 Superman, it was pretty good. Like David Cornsworth playing Clark Kent, he looked really different compared to when he was playing Superman. So I don't know what, it's like the face itself was really different for some reason. I don't think it's the glasses. Like, I feel like when David was playing Superman in the movie, his facial structure, I know, like maybe he started mewing a bit more. Like he was literally, as Superman he was mogging people, and as Clark Kent he didn't really force force himself, like he didn't force his jaw to be like, you know, yeah, he didn't I don't know, force that jawline, I feel, I don't know. So I guess that helped with the glasses too, so that was nice. Then the movie, the plot was really good. I liked the pacing. I liked how they handled the characters. The opening sequence of Superman, the 2025 Superman, where Clark is not debating. He is going through a practice, interview with Lois at their home. So that whole sequence with that argument, the debate about why he should have or shouldn't have stepped in into the Boravia conflict, Boravia, I don't know. So that was nice. It was nice. Like it laid out his character and Lois's character pretty well. Like they showed Lois to be very realistic. I mean, she was doing an interview, so it's a job to ask those kind of questions. So that was pretty understandable. But it also showed Superman's his morals, how his character works. Like he is not seeing country or anything before going anywhere. His entire thing is people shouldn't be killed like that. Like, yeah, his whole thing is to save lives. So that interview cemented that into the audience, including me, from the very beginning. So that was nice. And I keep saying this, the action sequences, like the whole how do I say this, the color scheme, the environment, that was really nice. I mean, James Gunn does a really good job with this thing. I've seen Guardians of the Galaxy, I've watched Peacemaker. So in all of these, right, the environment, the character, the setting, the set also, those are pretty good. They're very unique. They kind of help distinguish the movie from other movies in this genre, I would say. So that was cool. And Lex Luthor, holy shit, I gonna forget Lex Luthor. Amazing Lex Luthor. Fucking Nicholas Hoult, right? He was the one who played this. He killed it. It was pretty good. I have seen Nicholas Hoult in other movies like X-Men, and there was one more movie I can't remember. He played a lead role in that movie. I think it was Jack the Giant or something. I don't know. He was. There's a movie, right? There's a pretty famous story about Jack and the Beanstalk. So there was some movie, live action movie where Nicholas Hoult plays Jack. I can't remember the exact name. Yeah, it was Jack the Giant Slayer. That's the one. Yeah, I saw him in that, and that was pretty good. Like, I was pretty young when I saw that. Was I young? I can't recall when it came out. So I saw him in that, and he was pretty nice in that. And in X-Men, of course, he was a professor. Was he a professor? He was that furry blue dude. I don't know. So yeah, I like Nicholas Hoult as Lex, the fucking 1A. That was amazing. like pure, unadulterated hate, like professional hater, A1 hating from Lex Luthor. That was very nice. And who else was there in the movie? Oh yeah, how can I forgot about the Justice Gang. So that was nice. Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner. Again, very solid casting. Did not think the casting would be that so good with Green Lantern, and he pulled it off. And I mean, people loved him as Guy Gardner. I also liked him, but I won't parade him. I won't say he is the best, because we saw him for like we saw him for like 20 minutes in the movie. So, but whenever he was on screen, it was nice. He carried that role. And holy shit, we've been stuck for like 5 minutes here? I don't know. And we are stuck all the way back here. Okay, so beyond this yellow van you see here, there is a line, like this road goes up ahead into a railway crossing. And it's really 50-50. Like, whenever I go at this time, normally the railway crossing is open. I mean, I don't think any trains are scheduled to go through that. But we are stuck all the way back here. So I'm not sure if the crossing is closed, or if there's an even longer traffic line up ahead. And it could be. There's always a chance of a traffic line. So anyway, So, right, where was I? Nicholas Hoult, Justice Gang, right? Hawkgirl was pretty nice. I did not know the actress playing Hawkgirl is what's her name? She was also there in the live action Last of Us. I completely forgot her name. Was it Melissa or something? I forgot. I can't recall. So Hawkgirl was nice. Her character was nice. I don't know much about Hawkgirl, like from the comics or something. I just know she exists in the universe, in the DC universe. I know more about Green Lantern than Hawkgirl for some reason. I guess she's not that. I don't know. Maybe I didn't read the comics very thoroughly or something. So yeah, her character was nice. Who else was there? Oh, Mr. Terrific. What the fuck? How did I forget him? Sorry for cursing. Mr. Terrific was really good. He was terrific, of course. He initially, when he came on screen, right, I could not figure out if he had like superpowers per se. Like I thought, like I couldn't figure out. I thought he had superpowers because he came on a floating throne. So I didn't know if he was controlling the throne with his mind. If he had like some telekinetic abilities. But I guess as the movie went on, like in other scenes, I figured out he's also like he relies solely on his like his own custom-made technology, like whatever gadgets he makes himself. So his power, or he is really smart. He is super intelligent, so he makes his own devices and all that. So yeah, he was terrific. He killed his role, and I had no idea about this Mr. Terrific character at all before this. This is the first time I'm seeing him, and for a first impression of his character, it was really good. So I forgot the actor's name who played Mr. Terrific. I need to go back and see that, but he did it really well, and so many good things. Like I had a cold, so my god. I'm dying here. Okay. Oh, we've still been stuck for like what, 2 minutes more? I've been talking for 2 minutes. Yeah, okay. When will we move? Anyway, yeah, this is exactly why I'm recording videos right now. I mean, I get bored like this. So, what was I saying? Yeah, there were so many good sequences in the movie. His whole fight with Ultraman, him versus what's that lady's name? Lex Luthor's henchwoman, like the one who has nanobots in her blood or something, I don't know. So his Superman's fight with Ultraman, with that lady, that was pretty nice. The whole sequence of them trying to contain Superman flying up and all that, amazing. And like he comes crashing down with both of them stuck to Superman, amazing. So fight sequence was really good. To summarize my point, and even there were so many good scenes. Like for example, I think this everyone knows. Anyone who has seen the movie, they know what I'm talking about. So there's the sequence where Superman saves a lady from a building collapsing on top of her car, and he holds the building up, and the lady drives away. And as the lady is looking back from her car to see if Superman made it out, like because he was holding the building, and the building like kind of collapses on top of Superman. So from all the rubble, we see Superman rising slowly, and the soundtrack, it's called The Last Sun, and that just kicks in, and Superman is just fucking aura farming there. That was amazing. Like that was like the most, not the most. That was a really powerful scene. And like so many memes I've seen so far, they are like, yeah, finally a Superman who saves people first and then aura farms. People kept saying Henry Cavill always aura farms, but okay, yeah, that's fair actually. I don't remember, like in Man of Steel also, right? I don't remember him saving that many people towards in the end sequence where he fights with Zod. So compared to that, yeah, so that aura farming, Superman aura farming was justified in this 2025 movie. That was like a pretty iconic scene. And even his fight against after Ultraman, he fights the Raptors, right? So the whole fucking spinny thing, and he uses his heat vision and he spins with that too. That was crazy. That was amazing. I'm waiting for more clips to come on YouTube. I want to like rewatch a big chunk of clips of Superman again. So yeah, Superman was pretty good, and I would like to rewatch the movie again. I'm already like forgetting some scenes from it. I can't recall, and I think this even the video is like crossing like 15 minutes. I don't know. I still feel like 15 minutes is really long. So like I've been yapping for like 15 minutes. My God. Okay. All right. That was Superman. I want to talk about some other movies too. Like other Supermans I've seen, like Man of Steel. I think I talked about. I want to talk about Smallville. I love Smallville actually. So I will talk about that later. So yeah. All right. I will record another video as I'm still driving. I'm still like half an hour away from my office. So for now, I'll just stop recording this. Give my phone a chance to breathe. My phone was a little dying. Like, bruh, you have me recording in 4K in this heat. I cannot. So let's give my phone some rest. Cool. Okay. See you in the next one.